Good morning, my name is Nick Ardito,
And I'm Amy Ardito.
and for our project, we redesigned the website for the Pacific Grove Museum of Natural History. For this project, our advisor was Kevin Cahill.
So during our first client meeting, we came to the consensus that the new design needed to meet 4 main goals. We needed to build a sense of community surrounding the museum, help improve their operational efficiency, strengthen communication both within the organization and between the museum and the public, and help enhance the organization's transparency. Because they're a nonprofit, they need to keep their business plans and financial documents readily available to the public. So our solution included adding many features to the site in an effort to accomplish the goals set forth by the museum board. A few of the most significant changes were simplifying the process of updating the website, adding 2 community login areas, creating animation and blogs to encourage interaction with the public, and improving the structure of the website. In order to complete a task of this size, we had to decide on a clear plan of action. First, we tackled the visual redesign. By spending time at the museum and conducting research, we were able to come up with a more modern and representative design. Next, we have the daunting task of filtering through the 40-plus page website to begin the restructuring process. After assessing and categorizing the information, we have been able to provide our client with a more logically laid out and user-friendly website. So one of the main goals our website, or our client had, was to build up new communities surrounding the museum. And so to fulfill this goal, we decided through many discussions with our client what additional features the website needed. We decided to add user login areas for the volunteer and the California Naturalist students communities. Those are complete with forums, announcements, and individual calendars for the different groups. We also included blogs and lesson plan sharings for regional teachers. In order to add a playful, interactive element to the website, we added a hidden animation sequence. Since the museum is known for their monarch sanctuary, a flurry of monarchs appear when the secret trigger is clicked. And the final step of this process was to train our client to use the website. And this is done through an in-person tutorial as well as an instruction manual provided on CD.
So, throughout this process, we used a wide variety of different tools. Our initial designs were created with using Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop. Once these designs were approved by the client, we implemented them through the use of HTML and CSS. And to aid in the development process, we used Text Wrangler paired with Google Chrome Code Inspector to write the code. And for the animation, we used a combination of Adobe After Effects and jQuery for the implementation. And finally, to overcome a lot of the issues that we had throughout the process, we used Google Chrome and many other development forums like Stack Overflow to find solutions to the problems that we encountered. So during this project, we gained a vast amount of knowledge about what it takes to complete a project of this size. We learned the importance of setting goals and to use your time wisely. And we learned to be able to communicate with the client and to interpret their wants and their needs. We learned how to use Drupal software and to create content types, manipulate views, and to set roles and permissions. We also fine-tuned skills in both design and development. And there's a couple highlights of this website that we would like to show. The first one is a simplified interface. One of the main issues with the site that they had now is in order to upload one piece of content, say a story about a Science Saturday. They would have to input that content in multiple different areas throughout the website in order to show up on the front slide in a highlighted section. And what we did is we created one content type and we added taxonomy to it. And each of these taxonomy terms that you see, the little box on the bottom? Top one? Okay. So if you, I'll just point to it. Go back. So these are all the different taxonomy terms. There's for each of the sections. We created different styling for those sections of the website. So when they input a story, they input it one time, add the images that they wanted to add for that story, and then they just click the boxes on wherever they wanted it to show up throughout the site, and it will automatically be formatted for that section of the website. So they only have to input it one time, and it will speed up their daily tasks on the website. And then the last thing that we did that we wanted to highlight is the actual animation that we created. You can come to our poster session and see it also. But if it's gonna play, no, that's fine. Okay, well, how about this? Come to our poster session. It's in room 106, and we would be happy to show you what the animation looks like.
So overall, this was an intense learning experience that has provided us with knowledge that will definitely last throughout our careers. We'd like to thank our client, Lori Manell and the Pacific Grove Museum of Natural History, our advisor, Kevin Cahill, and the whole CSUMB faculty, and our friend, Brianna Wagner, for all their support throughout this process. And we'd like to thank you for the interest in our campus.